And season's greetings, everybody. This is Jester, welcoming you to the bridge of the Durgath Temporary Heavy Dreadnought Battle Cruiser. And this is a bridge. It is huge, isn't it? But as you'll see when we go to the outside of this ship, the outside is equally huge. Yes, it's a temporal ship, and yes, it has a few consoles on here that look rather modern, don't they? This is a ship that, sorry, it's another one of those ships that you can't actually get off the bridge. Is that a door? Is it a window? I don't know what it is. I think that's a window. Is that a door? Is that a window? I think that's a window as well. No, window. So, yeah, you're stranded on the bridge if you were a crew member on this ship. As you can see up here, there is some sort of gantry. Maybe Cryptic would like to put a lift up to there at some point in time. Be nice if you could actually walk around that gantry and look down, wouldn't it? No seat, as you can see. There's no seats at all for this Temporal Battle Cruiser. So all in all, it's a really good design. A very big bridge. Clearly not designed for comfort, which I've always wondered that with Klingon ships, because they have these dainty little control panels, and Klingons are all tough and strong, and their equipment is always robust. So, yeah, I think it's different, and I quite like it. I think it's a really cool design. Well done, Cryptic. Well done. Right, so moving on to the build before we go outside. Let's just turn on the HUD again. Right, so we have, it's a 4-4 build. We have a Nanite Disruptor on the front, part of a 3-piece set, the Nausicaan Disruptor and the Nausicaan Energy Torpedo, and that's going to be with the Nausicaan Siphon Capacitor. All in all, what is that giving us for the 3-piece set? It's giving us a 28.5 disrupted damage. Moving on to the Terran Task Force Disruptor Beam. I've got 2 pieces on that. It's another 2-piece set with the console, the Universal Ferrofluid Hydraulic Assembly. So that's the second part of the 2-piece set. So the 2-piece set on this one gives us a 13.3 projectile weapons damage. Now, I'm not quite sure now whether it is the Terran Task Force Photon Torpedo Launcher or whether it's just any standard torpedo. Yeah, I'll have to think about that one. 2-piece set, the Nukara Deflector and the Nukara Impulse Engines, both at 14. And that's giving us, for the 2-piece set, 5% bonus energy weapon damage. I'm running the Terran Task Force Quantum Capacitor Warp Core for no other reason other than it's the only one I have knocking around to use, so I'm going to try it out. And I'm using the Klingon Honor Guard Covariant Shield Array, again for no other reason other than I've got it. In the back 4, Spiral Wave Disruptor, Withering Disruptor Beam Array, a Kinetic Cutting Beam, an Omni, and the second Withering Disruptor Beam Array. I'm running the Red Matter Capacitor, beacon of careless and shield batteries. The engineering console is the Universal Energy Disruptor Accelerator, and that gives me 21.4 directed energy damage. I'll show you that one when it gets working, plus a 20% flight turn rate, and it needs that. The Universal Dynamic Power Distributor module, which is becoming a standard part of my build, and the Engineering Bellum RCS Accelerator. And for that, I would like to thank the Temporal lads who run the Spartan Build Corner, because I was watching that the day and highly recommend everybody to watch that. They recommended this particular console because it has a 47.5 flight turn rate plus a 1.4 critical hit chance, and I need all the help I can get with this one. I can tell you, because it is like a juggernaut. It's quite a big ship. The engineering Trellium deplating, which is again becoming a standard. I'm running the Ultimate Modified Swarm Processor for the only reason that it gives me 3.6 critical chance and a 31.7 accuracy rating. We've spoken about the ferrofluid hydraulic assembly and the Nautical siphon capacitor. As standard, I'm running the bioneural infusion circuits for no other reason other than it gives me 26.7 starship hull capacity, a 26.7 starship control expertise, and a 23.8 critical severity. I'm running the tachyokinetic converter. Again, the positive to this is I get a 37.5 flight turn rate, which is it definitely needs that, and a 1.3 critical chance and a 12.5 critical severity. Very good piece of kit that, if you can get it. I'm running the 0-point energy conduit, which is giving me 2.3 critical chance. And I'm running the Universal Assimilated Module, which is giving me a 1.2 critical chance, 11.5 critical severity, plus 5 weapon power setting, and what's that? 6.3 starship damage control, improves passive hull regeneration, 28.6 starship control expertise. Okay. I'm also running the Hangar Pets Advanced Bastro Frigates. Yeah, I bought these from the dilithium store. I think the 29,000 dilithium each, because the other ones were the standard ones. I haven't yet figured out what the difference is between the two, to be honest, but yeah, I have upgraded them. Coming over to the masteries on this ship: 25% physical damage resistance rating, 25 kinetic damage resistance rating, tier 2. 20% recharge time reduction launching carrier pet crafts, 50% rank up for carrier pets, increased maximum hull HP 10%, and rapid repairs regenerates 9.2 hull, 1.25% of your current max every 3 seconds in space. Twice this amount is regenerated out of combat, and the trait itself is repair mode. After taking a large amount of damage, gain 1 repair mode counter for 120 seconds. Repair mode. Yeah, okay. So let's just have a look at that. Have we got that locked in? Yes, we have. So that's locked in. That's sorted. Excellent. Right. So there we have it. So, and what a large screen that is. That's a large screen, isn't it? Right. Okay. So, what we'll do is we'll have a zoom outside, and we'll take a look at the outside of the ship as well. See you in a minute. So, here we are on the outside of the Durgath. And it's difficult to actually show you some sort of perspective because there is no other ships about, but what we'll do after this, we'll shoot off back to Kronos and you can get an idea of what she looks like in comparison to other ships. But as you can see from the side, she's very, very slim, and in comparison to the other Temporal Dreadnoughts, the Federation one, she is comparable. I think she's the prettiest, to be honest with you. and when you see other ships beside her, she is absolutely huge. And I have to say, I think the design of this ship is incredible. Incredible. The only flaw is she's quite difficult to turn. She's like a juggernaut to turn, but I quite like her. I think the design on here is excellent. This ship is well designed, and I would say, looking at the statistics of this ship, she would make an excellent all-rounder. Tank, tactical, and I'm not sure about science actually. Tank and tactical, definitely a good tank. But let's have a look at that. Oh, we won't be able to see that till we go to Kronos, so we'll have a look then. Right, so what we're going to do now, we will have a quick session and see what she's like in space. So let's go to Beta Theodore. There we are, Beta Theodore. Yep, lovely. Right, let's launch the fighters and let's get into it. You'll probably get an idea of how big she is now when we actually go up against these other ships. See, her turning rate's humongously hard. Now watch this. Let's see if we can. Oh, right. Let's see if we can get this working. There we go. Look, there's not much change out of that when you fire that weapon. Launch my second lot of fighters. And we'll do the new, what's that? Best served cold trait from the Hugh's Winter Wonderland. Actually, I just fired that console off and I don't know what it did actually, so wow, some spectacular explosions there, weren't there? Right, so here we go. Do another turn to bring back the hood. I'm sorry about that. Right, we'll give her another burst here. See what happens. Oh, I thought we would have got a little bit more off that one, but there you go. Yeah, this is quite a cool ship, to be honest with you. It's she is humongous, isn't she? Yeah, we had a little bit of damage there from that warp core explosion, but she's picked herself back up now. My. 22,701. Wow. That's a fairly big numbers there, wasn't there? Excellent. That was absolutely excellent, wasn't it? Right, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go around and pick all these objects up because it's better in my pocket than in just being left in space. And I'll meet you back in Kronos. So join me in just a minute. Here we are, back in Kronos, and as promised, I said I would show you what the size of the ship in comparison to others. Now this is the Jemadar carrier. I have one of them, and as you can see, She is considerably bigger than the Jemadar carrier, which is not a small ship by any stretch of the imagination. Looking closely at the Durgath, I absolutely love these lights. She's like a mini city, isn't she? It's like a mini space city. And the name of this ship, I've named her Thor's Hammer. So I'd be interested to know where you thought I got that name from. I am a bit of a sci-fi buff. I should have nearly said something else there. Yeah, I am a bit of a sci-fi buff. So yeah, be interested to know where you think I've got Thor's hammer from. But as you can see, she is a beautifully well designed ship. She's excellent. I'm presuming it won't let me zoom in closer. She's that big. I mean, look how big she's compared to the bird of prey here. I mean, she's huge, isn't she? Absolutely huge. Right, well, all that's left for me to do is to wish you well for the upcoming holidays. And I do hope that you'll join me, or continue to join me in the new year for more reviews. And I will try and keep them interesting and bring you some interesting ships to review. So, in the meantime, wishing you all the best for Christmas. This is Jester, signing off.